At home.
Mm,
Oh,
that's right.
that's good. Okay, I'm happy. That's a good day though. Not
Yes.
so trouble. Okay, and
Mm,
not so tiring day. Okay,
yes.
good. Thank you for sharing. How about this weekend? Are you going to work this weekend?
Today, this weekend, I have the work. Now, recently, I started to work at the temple as a
Temple.
temple sales staff. So I
Wait,
buy
temple
temple. Yes, yes.
and sales.
Sales
What?
staff. Yeah, there
Did I
are
hear you
like
correctly?
like Lucky Charm, you know.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
so some good items near the in the temple. So we are the one of the staff.
You're the one with that stuff. Okay, I
Yeah,
see. I understand. I thought, what are you selling?
yeah.
Lucky Charm? Okay.
Like a Lucky Charm. Yes, yes. General.
Um, is that like volunteer work?
No, it's a part-time work.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes, yeah.
I thought it's temple. If it's temple, it's voluntary work.
No, some most of that people worked like part-time worker.
Part-time worker.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they can get some salary income from the
Uh-uh.
temple. Yeah,
Oh, okay, I
uh,
see.
temple is also that business like a company.
Mm-mm. That's a good
Mm.
one. I'm happy to
Mm.
hear that. Okay,
Yes.
good. Thank you for sharing also, Mr. Markey. I hope you will have a good weekend. Okay,
Mm.
so let's have your lesson. Okay.
Okay, please.
We're going to have, okay, bicycles are now more popular than cars in central Paris. Okay, so let's have first the vocabulary. Repeat
Yes.
after me. Habit.
Hey, habit, habit.
Good. Something that a person or animal regularly or often does, a practice one cannot stop doing.
Something that a person or animal regularly or often does. Practice one cannot stop doing.
Brushing your teeth twice a day is a good habit to get into that can always benefit your overall health.
Brushing your teeth twice a day is a good habit. To get into that can also benefit your overall health.
Okay, good. Unit. Unit.
Unit, unit, unit. Okay.
Okay, a device, a piece of equipment, etc., with a specified function.
A device, piece of equipment, etc., with a specified function.
Okay, good. I almost never use the GPS unit in my car. I just use my phone instead.
I almost never use the GPS unit in my car. I just use my phone instead.
Okay, very good. Measure. Measure.
Major, major,
Not major.
major, ma,
Jo. Jo. Measure.
major, major,
Yes.
major,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
major.
Okay. A plan or action done in order to achieve a particular goal.
A plan or action done in order to achieve a particular goal.
Okay, good. The new measures are expected to cut carbon emissions by 15% over the next 7 years.
The new measures are expected to cut carbon emissions by 15% over the next 7 years.
Okay, very good. Next, compare. Compare.
Co- compare, compare.
To estimate, measure, or note how two people or things are similar or different from each other.
To estimate, measure, or note how two people or things are similar or different from each other.
I compared the prices on different websites before deciding where to buy from.
I compared the prices on different websites before deciding where to buy from. Mm,
Suburb.
Suburb, suburb,
Okay, an area where people live that is outside the center of a city.
an area where people live that is outside the center of a city.
Houses all look the same in the suburbs.
Houses all look the same in the suburbs.
Tend
Tend, tend
to usually happen in or be a particular way.
to usually happen in or be a particular way.
Okay, good. I tend to in on Saturday.
I tend to sleep in on Saturday.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions?
Okay, no questions. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So let's have this one. Okay.
Please,
Bicycles now more popular than cars in central Paris. Once it seemed the only time when Paris was full of bicycles was when the Tour de France cycle race went down the Champs-Élysées in the middle of summer.
um, bicycles now more popular than cars in Central Paris. Once it seemed the only time when Paris was full of bicycles was when the Tour de France cycle race went down the Champs Elysees in the middle of summer.
Not anymore. Bicycles use is increasing in the French capital, and more people now travel by bicycle than by car in the center of the city.
Not anymore. Bicycle use is increasing in the French capital, and more people now travel by bicycle than car in the center of the city.
That's according to a report from the Institute Paris Region IPR.
That's according to a report from the Institute Paris Region, IPR.
Okay, good. The report found that Parisians use bicycles for 11% of trips in the center of the city and use cars for only 4% of trips in the same area.
The report found that Parisians use bicycles for 11% of trips in the center of the city.
Sorry.
And use cars for only 4% of trips in the same area.
Okay, good. Sorry. It's her
Hey.
landlord's dog. Maybe he saw a stranger. Okay.
Stranger.
Yeah, if he's kind of territorial, if he sees
Hmm.
like a stranger, he's going to bark or like another dog.
Bugs?
Yeah,
Really? Hmm.
okay. He
It's
loves the
it's
people
regular.
here.
Yeah.
He loves the
Okay, okay,
people
no
here.
problem.
Okay, good. Thank you. In 2010, just 3% of trips were made by bicycle.
In 2010, just 3% of trips were made by bicycle.
To find out about residents' travel habits, the IPR gave more than 3,000 people, aged between 16 and 80, a GPS unit and asked them to complete travel diaries.
To find out about residents' travel habits, the IPR gave more than 3,000 people aged between 16 and 80 a GPS unit and asked them to complete travel di- hmm,
Diaries.
diaries, travel
Yes.
diaries.
Walking and traveling by public transport are still the most common ways to move around the city center, but bicycles have become more popular.
Walking and traveling by public transport are still the most common ways to move around the city center. But bicycles have become more popular.
Okay, very good. For a number of years, the city has been encouraging its residents to spend more time on bicycles and less time in cars.
For a number of years, the city has been encouraging its residents to spend more time on bicycles and less time cars.
Millions of dollars have been spent making the city easier to travel around by bicycle, and the French capital now has more than 1,000 kilometers of safe cycle paths.
Millions of dollars have been spent making the city easier to travel around by bicycle. And the French capital now has more than 1,000 kilometers of safe cycle paths.
Okay, the measures seem to be working. The French newspaper Le Monde said at the end of last year that in some areas, double the number of bicycles were counted in October 2023 compared to the numbers seen a year earlier.
The measures seem to be working. The French newspaper Le Monde said at the end of the last year that in some areas, double the number of bicycles were counted in October 2023 compared to the number seen a year earlier.
Okay. However, the IPR report found that in the city suburbs, more than half of the trips were made by car. Although people tended to use public transport when traveling from the suburbs to the city center.
However, the IPR report found that in the city's suburbs, more than half of all trips were made by car.
Oh,
Although
uh,
people tended to use public transport when traveling from the suburbs to the city center. Uh,
okay, good. Do you have any questions?
okay, no questions. I understand.
Good. Let's have questions based on the article first. Okay. What percentage of trips in Central Paris are now made by bicycle?
By bicycle.
Yes.
Oh, percent. 11 percentage of trips in Central Paris.
Okay, good. Next
Uh,
question. How many kilometers of safe bicycle paths does Paris have? Paris
Paris,
uh,
uh, Paris has
has.
the 1,000 meters of safe bicycle path.
Correct. Good. Next, how do travel habits differ between the city center and the suburbs of Paris?
Paris has travel habit. Travel habits uh, in the city center is uh, bicycle, but the suburbs of Paris, people mm, use the car. Okay.
Okay. Used car. That's correct. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Okay. What are your thoughts on the IPR's findings?
A little bit surprised to know it because I've ever been to Paris. Yeah, it was at that time long time ago, almost 15 or as 18 years ago. So
Mm.
that's cars in a city are very crowded. So many cars were uh, driving there, city center.
Mm,
I remember it.
okay. Correct. It's true. But in your area, Mr. Markey,
Our area.
yes, like can you find many like a bicycle lane?
Bicycle, but no, only a little, only a
Oh,
few.
really? I thought safe
Yes, yes.
to ride a bike in Japan.
Yes. The bike is also very popular in Japan, but Uh, uh, in
What?
general, most of the people who ride on a bicycle, they
Oh.
pass through on the pedestrian. So
Mm. Uh-uh.
it's a problem. So
It's a problem.
yeah, it's a problem
Mm-mm.
because of the accident happen
Uh-oh.
around that area. Yeah, so dangerous, I think. So and government implemented such a bicycle lane,
Mm-mm.
unfair, but it is not enough. That's why.
Not enough.
Now,
Yeah, because many people use bicycles, right, Mr. Marky, in
yeah.
Japan?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Have you ever tried also to use bicycle as your kind of service going to work like that?
I ever had, but not so many. I don't use a bike
Uh-huh. Oh.
too much.
But for you, is it safe to ride a bicycle going to like a work or just like roaming around in Japan, especially in Tokyo area?
Um, I think so. Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Mm,
Okay, so for you, you think that it's safe
it's a
to ride a
safe
bicycle in Japan?
to ride. I don't think so. Because
Why?
why bicycle? Yeah, because there are many people walking on the street, and bicycle
And
also. Yeah,
mm,
bicycles driver also drive the such crowded places also.
mm, mm,
So it's going to have the uh, mm, injury. It's very,
mm,
very common to have such a mm, accident.
to have an accident.
Mm.
Okay, I see.
Okay?
Correct, it's true.
Yes, I'm
So
true.
what is like the common public transportation?
Common. Like a subway or a private railways or bus system or a tram. So
Ah,
especially,
tram is also. Oh.
especially major cities like Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, Nagoya, Hiroshima, or Hakata. So most of that major cities have such a transportation bureau by themselves.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay, I see. That's correct though.
Mm.
Quite like especially in your place, right? So like
Yeah,
accessible.
accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But wait. Makes sense though. Okay, so in this next question also, okay. Have you been to Paris, Mr. Markey?
Yes, I've been to Paris. Yes,
Oh, okay.
France.
If so, how did you get around?
Get around only bus tour
Uh-uh.
or train,
Only train.
train or buses.
Train or bus.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Train or bus is like the common one in
mm,
Paris. Okay. Do you have a bicycle?
yes, I have.
How often do you use it?
I usually use my car or motorbike. So, not so many. I use bicycle so much.
Not so many you use the bicycle.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I see. Makes sense though. Okay, it's understandable. Okay, but how about your grandchild? Does he use bicycle going to
Mm.
school?
Uh, his school is very, very close to his home. So he goes to the school by on foot, by walk.
It's so near,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
But my daughter or my son used to uh, go to the school. It's a little bit far than
Oh,
my grandson's house. So,
oh,
but take the bicycle is prohibited
oh,
because of the
mm,
danger.
oh. Because of the danger.
Yes.
Correct, it's true. I do agree with you though.
Mhm, yeah.
As you mentioned, not a lot of bicycle lanes, so it's really dangerous, especially for kids.
Yes.
But if it's like a, how can I say, adults, it's also direct big cars. But
Yeah.
not a lot of bicycle accidents, right?
Accident. Yeah.
No,
This increasing by
increasing these
yeah
days.
increasing these days. Yeah. Uh, Pedestrian people and bicycles drivers.
Oh,
So becoming so common. Yeah. These days they
mm,
don't follow the rules.
mm,
Is the reason for
oh,
racing the injury or
oh,
accident.
or accident. Yeah, I see. So it's really good, I guess. It's still
Mm-mm.
safe, like safe to use bicycle in Japan, I guess. But you have a point also, like especially like a for kids, they should install also like a many bicycle lanes in Japan.
Mm-mm-mm.
But the roads are too narrow. It's quite difficult to implement that.
Yeah, implement.
Yeah, it's quite difficult because the roads in Japan are too narrow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So it's better to use bus, trains, or on
Mm,
foot, right? On foot, go to work on foot. If it, like most of the house like places quite near, so I think walking is better
yeah.
in my opinion. Exercise too. Exercise. You haven't like arrived in your workplace, but you're already sweaty, too sweaty.
Sweat.
Okay, yes, because you walk for a
Mm,
bit long. Okay, Mr. Mark, I will not hold you for so long, but thank you again for having my class,
okay,
and hope to see you again next time. Enjoy your weekend, by the way.
okay,
Thank
thank you.
you. Good day for now. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.